I'm thinking about two men right here in Chicago who were fairly successful, similar background. They worked for a corporation for many years, and they were among many people that were laid off. One went out looking for a job for several weeks along with the other one, and they faced disappointment. They couldn't find any work, which is the story of many people across this country. One guy stopped. He stayed home looking at television, became very argumentative and toxic with his wife, getting on the phone, talking to his other negative, unemployed friends, and he just gave up. The other guy kept looking for a job everywhere he could go, kept asking people, checking the newspapers every day. He kept going, he kept going. He went to a place and said, look here, I tell you what, if you can't hire me, I don't want to sit home and do nothing. Just let me do some volunteer work. You don't have to give me anything. I just want to work. I want to be busy. This guy came in and worked. He was the first one there, was the best employee there. About 4 weeks later, one of the top managers quit. Guess who they selected? This other guy. He got the job. What was the difference between the two men? One guy said, it's not possible, it's over, I'm finished, I can't make it. He surrendered. But this other guy, he felt that in spite of the no's and rejections, in spite of how bad the economy is, that it's possible. He just kept going. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That's what we have to do with our dreams. Because things happen to you in life. And many times when those things happen, you want to give up. Just keep moving. Don't start feeling sorry for yourself. Don't spend time blaming and talking about what happened to you. See, whatever you talk about, that's what you multiply and expand in your life experience. You want to make your dream come true, you got to stay focused. Some people rather get even than get ahead. Stay focused on where you want to go.
I mean, you know, everybody got the same story. We just got different details. But like I always say, life is 10% what happens to you. It's 90% what you do about it.
For things to change for you, you got to change. Otherwise, it isn't going to change. I used to say, I sure hope things will change. If it isn't going to change, I'm in serious trouble. And then I discovered it isn't going to change, so I'm in serious trouble. The tide comes in, and then what? It goes out. For 6,500 years that we know of, recorded history, so it is not going to change. It gets light, and then what? It turns dark. And we're not to be startled by that. And if the sun goes down, the guy says, what's happened, what's happened? It means he hasn't been here long, I guess, right? It always goes down about this time. Sometimes it goes well. Sometimes it gets in a knot. See, that's not going to change. The last 6,000 years reads like this: opportunity mixed with difficulty. It isn't going to change. And whether I'm talking to high school kids or business executives, my message is always the same. The only way it gets better for you is when you get better. See, I used to blame everything outside. And then let me give you a little philosophy that helped turn my life around. It's not what happens, but rather, it's what you do. And the reason is because what happens happens to about everybody. The sun went down on all of us last night. And I found out that the same things can happen to two different people. One gets rich and one stays poor. Why is that? It's because it's not what happens, it's what you do. What happens is about the same. What people do, that's what's different. Anything can happen, right? Everything can happen. I've heard all the stories. I've been one of the stories. Anything can happen. Have you heard of Murphy's laws? Murph had these laws. One of them was, if anything can go wrong, it will. I've fallen out of the sky so many times. But it's not the happenings. It's what you do about it. Somebody says, yeah, but you don't understand the disappointments I've had. Come on. Everybody's had... had their share. The difference is what you do about it. I used to blame the weather. And I discovered it rains on the rich. Two men wake up one morning, there's a rainstorm on. One of them looks out his window, sees the rainstorm, and he says, with weather like this, they can't expect you to go out and make sales. He stays home. Same morning, the other guy looks out his window, sees the same storm, says, wow, what a storm. What a great day to go out and make sales. Most everybody will probably be home, especially the salesman. See, that's the difference in how your life works out. It's not what happens, it's what you do. Starting tomorrow, what are you going to do that'll make a change in your life's direction? Now, see, if you don't do something starting tomorrow that'll make a difference, guess what? It's gonna be the same unless you, major key, tomorrow, change it all. Or change something. It's choice time. You can do whatever you want. But it's nice to know any day you wish you can change. your whole life. So if I had a word with you tonight, one-on-one, my personal advice to you would be, reach down inside of you and come up with some more of those remarkable human gifts. And then change anything for you want to change. And I challenge you to do that because you can change. See, you don't ever have to be the same again after tonight, only by choice. What does it take to really make the changes starting tomorrow? It takes more than philosophical pronouncement. It also takes more than enthusiasm. I know we're hearing a lot about enthusiasm these days, but see, that just won't do the job. After you have leaped about, there are some things you got to do, or it isn't going to change. See, you can get all excited about lifting 200 pounds till you get to the gym. If there's one thing to get excited over, that's it. Get excited over your ability to make yourself do the necessary things. Now see, that's exciting. On any given day, you can massively change the direction of your life. Now that's exciting. Today my life changes. Now who can do that? Anybody. When can you do it? Whatever day you pick. Start with the little disciplines. Get excited over the little disciplines. You can't handle the big challenges in life unless you take on the little ones. So that when life hands you some big challenges, you'll be ready, you'll have the muscle. Here's what else it takes for life change. Self-motivation. I don't know why we call it self-motivation. It's really the only kind there is. You've got to motivate yourself. People have to change themselves. I built a little sales organization way back in those early days. I'm 25. I said, I'm going to make these people successful if it kills me. I almost died, right? I mean, you can't do that. You find good people. don't make them good, you find them good. One of the major things we learn in management, lesson 1, don't send your ducks to Eagle School. I mean, I'm telling you, it won't help, no matter how good your school is. Anyway, so it takes self-motivation to really alter your life. The guy says, boy, if somebody just come by and turn me on. What if they don't show up? Got to have a better plan for your life.
You got to go, man. Never wait on the right time, because the right time ain't ever coming. Just go, jump, take a chance.
We only have one life to live. Do you know how much time you have left? Do it now. Take action now.
Don't neglect what you can do. If you can change, change. If you can take one step, take one step.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate. A cadence, a flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Telling you, do not neglect to do whatever you can do. If it's a foggy night and you can only see 100 feet, walk the first 100 feet. And walk as far as you can see, and then you can see some more. Do that, then you can see more.
Because giving up is not an option. Being poor is not an option. And crying and being depressed and look what happened to me. No.
When you make up your mind to do something, God will breathe on your efforts and give you strength, but it kicks in when God sees you doing all you can do.